Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about the devs, and the devs we're speaking on War and Peace algorithms, the perk list, and community managers and support. So I also have a lot of dev talk videos on my channel, and a lot of, dev thread discussions and longer videos when it comes to information about the game. So if you do like this type of info and content, check out the other videos on my channel. They're very clearly marked on what they are, and hopefully they can help you out even more. Also, the link to the official forums from Bannerlord will be down below if you want to check out the forums for yourself, check out what's been happening, and all of that. That link will be down below. And like always, I have a script. It's going to be on the screen. Everything that I say, all the links that are stated, everything will be down below. You can translate it. You can read it later. All up to you. So here we go. First, we have a player making a thread about a War and Peace problem where khuzaits keep getting ganged up on by all the other kingdoms and they get wiped out very early on. Another player then replied and stated that the devs are working on War and Peace algorithms. The devs then quoted the reply and state that they have been looking into the War and Peace codes for the past couple of days, and they will make a detailed explanation very soon. Devs then state that they plan to fix a lot of things, but state that they do not guarantee everything will be perfect after the changes are made, but they will be better since it's an ongoing process. First, they plan to fix kingdom decisions when it comes to making necessary peace when kingdoms are facing, let's say, 3 or more strong enemies. They will make peace more when they're facing a lot of enemies at the same time. Second, the peace problem where pretty much the whole world is at peace and nobody wants to start any new wars, that will be fixed as well. Third, the problem where smaller kingdoms stop forming armies because they don't have enough units, therefore they don't fight back and eventually they lose all their fiefs. The devs state all of these changes are very important for them and they will look for a fix. Also, all these fixes, in my opinion, they do sound great. I think this will make gameplay overall very better, in my opinion. So I can't wait for the detailed explanation that should be coming in the next couple of days, and we'll see where we go from there. Second, we have a player asking if the devs can provide a list of all the perks that work. This is following the new beta 1.5.0 patch where the devs listed over, I think, 25 perks that were added to various skills but did not state which exact perks they were. The devs first clarified that when they stated the perk changes, they said that some were campaign perks and some were combat perks. So campaign perks refer to anything that happens outside of combat missions or battles, and then combat perks refer to combat missions and battle perks, right? Now, in terms of athletic perks that were changed, only ones that were added were combat perks, and the devs state that all athletic perks should work as of this patch. Now, in terms of archery and crossbow perks, this is what the devs had to say, and I'm reading it word for word like how they stated. So for archery, the following campaign perks should be working: Merry Men, Trainer, Bullseye. Their primary and secondary effects should work for those 3. Then we have Mounted Archery, Discipline, Hunter Clan, Eagle Eye, Renowned Archer, Quick Draw, and Salvo. Their secondary effects should work. Now for Crossbow, the following campaign perks should be working. We have Peasant Leader, Renowned Marksman. The primary and secondary effects should work. Then we have Piercer, Mounted Crossbowman, Steady, Sniper, Pavice, I think that's how you call it. The secondary effect should work. And then we have Terror, Picketed Shots. The primary effect should work. The devs also state if any of these that they listed do not work, to please let them know ASAP. So also the devs state that they do add some empty perks with the properly implemented ones as well whenever they do patches, because there are different dev teams working on different perks. So this makes it a lot easier for them code-wise by putting obviously the empty perk spots so then they can work on them further later on. Personally, I understand, and at the same time I don't understand the obsession with perks. Perks in general, they give a very minor boost to whatever aspect of the game they benefit, and I understand that people want specific builds, so they want to do specific perks, and some perks don't work. But in my opinion, you can play the game without perks at all. I don't know. Personally, I don't know. I don't really have like a big, I'm not for it or against it, right? The devs have stated they are fixing perks over time to see the effects, and changes that those perks bring, and then they will bring more changes and more perks when everything is good. So I'm pretty okay with this approach, but I can see why some players are frustrated and do want perks now. It's just one of those things where it's, you know, it's really up to the player, right? Personally, I don't care about perks, but I understand that some people might care about perks a lot. But they are working on them. It's a continued effort, and we are always getting new perks and stuff of that nature. Third, we have a player stating that the community managers were not doing enough in terms of speaking to the community, which, as the player stated, is the community manager's main job. So the community manager responds and states that he responds to questions and stuff of that nature when he feels there is valuable info that can be shared and that he can share to the community. And also that he has to be very careful now, since everything he says is misquoted and misrepresented all over the forums and other social media. He states that with release dates and obviously other types of dates, he doesn't really feel comfortable sharing it because it builds up expectations that sometimes might change. Also, that all hot topics are always discussed internally and on the forums pretty much. So whenever there's a topic on the forums that's getting a lot of replies and this and this and that, even ones that aren't, the devs do review it. The community managers do review it, and they do send it to the devs that are working on it, and it is discussed regardless if it's on the forums or not, which does make sense in my opinion. Lastly, the community manager states that he does get busy since he does run the forums, the Steam Community Hub, the official subreddit, the Discord, the Twitter, and other social media as well. Also, he states that community manager's team is being expanded and new people have been hired. So, personally, from what I have seen, the community manager does a great job in my opinion. You know, I understand people are going to be like, oh, you're some... No, he does a good job. You know, and he does communicate very frequently. I make these videos very frequently, and they always, you know, contain a lot of things that this community manager himself has stated on the forums, and it is informative in my opinion. Also, I have seen all the BS that has happened due to people misquoting the devs and the community manager, and I can see where he's coming from at that point as well. Lastly, it's great to hear that more community managers have been hired, so obviously we're going to get even more info and more, interactions, so it's always good to see. So that's all the statements and replies for now. If anything new comes up, I will make a video and keep you guys informed, like always. Lastly, I'm going to end this video in the same way in most of my update and dev talk videos. I want to thank the developers for staying active and bringing good changes. Also, I have a video on how to revert your game to any other patch released, so if you are having problems on the current patch, check out the video below. Also, before I end, I did start a Patreon. It's nothing crazy. It's just for basic support. There's no paywalling, no nothing. The amounts are very small. But yeah, my content's always going to be free. I just wanted to have another way to kind of support me and what I do further. These videos do take a lot of my time up, so, you know, if you want to check it out, check it out. But like I said before, it's not mandatory. But the link will be down below. So hopefully this video was informative. Ask me any questions, concerns, and like always, stay safe.